certain biological things or stuff that happen towards the environment, towards the system that we build in. Okay, so that we can use this biological system or the microbes basically to indicate something that is important for us to interpret and for us to use in our life. Okay, right. So what is bioindicator? So a bioindicator is actually a species, okay, or we call it as indicator species. It can also be in a form of the group of species, okay, which we can see the function, the population or status will be able to reveal the qualitative status of the environment. So we want to see whether our environment is affected to certain to some factors to the extent that it can harm the environment. So we want to detect it using this indicator species. So when I say that it is indicator species, meaning it is a bioindicator. Okay, so this species, okay, this particular animal or plant or whatever, that is biological system can allow us to know that yes, oh, contamination had happened to this area, because now we can see that this particular plant is dying, okay, or this particular animal is running away from the area because of the contamination that has been deposited at that particular place. Okay, and then some organisms are very sensitive to the pollution in the environment. So this is very important, whereby we need this particular sensitive organism to be used as a bioindicator. So when the pollutants present, the organism maybe can change in terms of its morphology. The animal or the organism can also change. Not animal. Okay, the organism can change in terms of the physiology or behavior, or it could even die when the dangerous substance are present at that area. So not necessarily animal, could be in form of microbes, it could be in the form of animals, it can also be in form of algae, for instance. So if toxins are present, certain plants may not be able to grow, as I did mention to you earlier. And monitoring population numbers of animals at certain area could also indicate the detrimental effects, okay, toward the ecosystem where these animals are living. And as I mentioned to you earlier, algal blooms, okay, will also be used, okay, to indicate the large increase of nitrogen and phosphate in lakes or rivers. So when the lakes are filled up or when being exposed to high contamination or high concentration of nitrogens, nitrates, and also phosphates, okay, so these algae will be blooming, and we call this organism as biomarkers. Okay, all right. Okay, so bioindicators are commonly grouped into accumulation indicators and response indicators. Accumulation indicators store pollutants without any evident changes in their metabolisms, and response indicator react with cell changes and visible symptoms of damage when taking out even small amount of harmful substances. So these are the commonly the group types of the bioindicators. And biomonitoring, when you talk about biomonitoring, is divided into passive and not also active actions. So passive biomonitoring is the use of organism associations and parts of the organism which are natural component of the ecosystem and appear there spontaneously. While active biomonitoring includes all methods which insert microorganism under control condition into the site to be monitored. Okay. And the types of bioindicators, okay, if you see this one, okay, we have a plant type that we call it as lichens. Okay, lichens could allow us to analyze the air pollution. All right. So this lichen is actually a good bioindicator that will indicate the presence of pollutant and also attempt to provide additional information about the amount of intensity or exposure. So when we see that lichens growing heavily in this particular area, so you know that yes, the air pollution maybe is present in there. So making the invisible visible. So which is a polluted area. So if you look into the right side picture and also the left side picture, so which one that you think is a polluted area? Come on guys, please guess. Cepat. Kanan ke kiri yang polluted? Tolong jawab.
Kiri.
kiri volatile kan? Okay, alright. So betul, kiri volatile, kanan is okay, because you can see that there. Okay, only on the left side is only lichens forming there, but on the right side you can see that less lichen but more plants, and also like this one lumut, okay, growing, not lichens. Okay? Okay, and then for this one, okay, this is actually a weed exhibiting red purple color, okay, because this area when TNT, okay, apa TNT lupa. Apa TNT guys? Tolong ingat saya boleh? Tak terlupa lah. Dia nak anti itu nitrotoluene, okay, ada raja yang lepas, okay, so please check it for me, okay. So this TNT is actually chemicals that are dangerous. This TNT is actually chemicals that can we make into bomb, okay. If you have watched the cartoon, okay, Roadrunner cartoon, the coyote, okay, trying to chase each another. The coyote wants to eat the runner, and the runner will try to kill the coyote by using TNT. That is in a form of bomb, okay, to kill the coyote. So yes, this TNT is very dangerous to be exposed to the environment. So for this particular what do you call wheat, okay, so this one it can detect the presence of TNT in the soil, and it will change the green color of the leaf into red purple, okay, depending on the amount of TNT present in the soil. Okay, right. So the reason why it does this is the plant is trying not to die, okay, because TNT is not good for its growth. So that's why the color of the plant change from green, the leaves again change from green to red purple, because it's going to die soon, okay, after if the exposure is continuously happen. But from this observation, we can use as bioindicator, okay. The leaf will start to become red purple, and eventually it will become brown and die, okay, right. So however, the importance, okay, is we can use it as indicator, right. So animals also can be used as indicator, like this sitting frog on this particular area. Okay, this is just a picture. Okay, okay. So an increase or decrease in animal pollution may indicate damage to ecosystem caused by pollution. For example, if pollution causes the depletion of important food, okay, sources, the animal species dependent upon these food sources will start to reduce in number. So meaning we can see, okay, whether the population animal there is the number is maintained, okay, the number is higher or the number is lower, so it will indicate something happened at that particular area. And when the food is depleted, definitely the number of animals will be reduced. So in addition to monitoring the size and number of certain species, other mechanisms of animal education include monitoring of the concentration of toxin in animal tissues. Okay, so meaning we take up the animals and see and observe the tissue whether we can see it. There are so many toxins deposited in tissues or not. So if yes, then yeah, we can conclude that the animals there, like the frog here, maybe why it can become. Normally, this frog or crow now it's become a sitting frog. Okay, so something happened to it, and then we catch this frog, and then we check the animal tissues, these frog tissues, and see whether toxins is there or not. Because this frog behave weirdly. Normally it will always jump. Now this frog is sitting. Okay, something wrong to this frog. They buang terbiat ke apa? Okay, so now after this we check this frog and then check the tissue whether we can see toxin or not. If yes, toxin is present, then yeah, we know why this frog now like to sit and not doesn't like to jump. Okay, or monitoring the rate of which deformities arise in animal population.